Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome to my next series. As you guys have voted, we are doing Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, I know you guys had a 2-week break in between this and Justice for All. I hope that you guys were excited, because, you know, things are about to get hairy. Also for the sake of transparency, there we go. As I said at the beginning of Justice for All, while I do own a legal copy of the game, I am using an emulator for recording purposes because it's a lot easier. So if you're one of those people who just doesn't really agree with that for whatever reason, you can just go ahead and click out now. I'm just saying that just for the sake of transparency and all that. There was something else that I wanted to say, but I guess I kind of forgot it. I guess it wasn't really that important to begin with. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Also, this is the third game in the series. In the previous series, like, because I didn't do the first game on this channel, I was kind of trying to be a little bit more mild with spoilers, sort of. But in this game, like, I don't even care. This is the third game in the series. If you at this point, you're going to continue to watch, you don't care about spoilers. That's what I'm going to assume, so whatever. Anyway, just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and go to new game. Why don't we? And we'll go ahead and do Turnabout Memories. The first trial in the game, of course. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! It wasn't me! I didn't... Phoenix Wright! I didn't do it! Oh boy. This should be interesting. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Yeah, so I saw a screenshot of the first trial. I believe that we're supposed to be playing as Mia Fey for this one when she was just like a noob type person. I gave the guy the Phoenix Wright voice, which is my normal voice, but I didn't actually know if it was Phoenix or not. I just gave it because I couldn't quite think of what voice to give him, but I guess I was right in giving him that voice. April 11th. That'd be funny if since I gave the other guy the Edgeworth voice, that guy was actually Edgeworth, but I know it's not. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem! Oh my god, Grossberg! I haven't seen you since like 1925. Since the first game, actually. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning! Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down! You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg, look at me! I'm relaxed! Let go of my lapels! You obviously haven't got your temperament to be a lawyer. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What, with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcibly, too. I just found out yesterday, about the case, I mean. What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see... I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh. Well, if it isn't Phoenix... Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no prob. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? I guess we'll have to give a cultural effect here for the day. In Japan, when people are sick, it's very common for them to put, I guess, doctor's surgeon's masks over their face. Actually, I believe it doesn't really stop that. It doesn't really reduce the risk of infection, but it just makes people more comfortable around you. Even though the English adaptation takes place in the U.S., you know, Japanifornia and all that. Just a random fact for you for the day. Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. Actually, it is like the Wright brothers. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc said this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt! That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, wow, I wonder who that is. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Little do I know, 5 years from now, he'll be a defense attorney, sort of. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What voice did I give Payne? I don't even remember. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. That's what I gave him. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? New music in the background, too. I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor! I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend this time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It'll be all over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events of the day in question. I gave him my Wendy Oldbag voice, didn't I? Okay. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Especially, you know, I believe that he's going to hire somebody to assassinate me in the future. I should really stop making these jokes. Very well, the court accepts this photo into the court record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Don't want to break the pace of the story by adding, like, my 2 cents every time I can. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Kinda looks like he was electrocuted. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause, go on. Please say you know that at least that much. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here! The details of the case are filed into the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Ah, the court record! I think I could see that by touching the court record button. This is only the third game. This is only the third game in the third game in the series, but I can't assume that everyone actually knew that. Blah blah blah. Crime photo 1. Let's check, why don't we, eh? Okay, so like I said, it looks like he was electrocuted somehow. There's an umbrella in the background, so it was raining. So I guess that would explain why he was wet. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and go. Oops. No, don't! I hate when that happens. Alright, let's go ahead and go. You guys are going to be wondering, what am I talking about? It doesn't show up on recording, but it's just something really annoying. Okay. All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there, and then think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir! I'll do just that! I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution, it looks like. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. I didn't even check the court record, I just looked at the photo. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as a trial procedure, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why? Motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing. Really? Payne was the rookie. Someone in the comment section told me that there's supposed to be a rookie killer who's supposed to be super intimidating, but I never expected it to be Payne. Payne? The rookie killer? Really? I can't even. What? Okay, whatever. Now then, let's hear the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it onto old Graybeard's face. Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between the profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all. Over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Alright, so obviously the attorney's badge isn't going to do anything for us, and it doesn't look like we're going to lose the patience meter if we do anything wrong. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. The crime took the... Okay, that's not really going to tell us anything. Maybe they were like rivals in school. Okay, so we have Marvin Grossberg, age 61. My superior and the head of Grossberg Law Offices. Phoenix Wright, age 21. Oh, so young and naive. My client, a third-year student at Ivy University. He currently has a cold. Doug Swallow. The victim, he was a fourth-year pharmacology student at Ivy University. Oh, it was the girlfriend, that's right. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. And Winston Payne, age 49. The prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. So this is where he goes from being the rookie killer to being the person who gets killed by rookies, huh? Dahlia Hawthorne. Take that! The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least that much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. He doesn't seem so tough to me. I mean, Mia hasn't done this, but we've gone through Manfred von Karma, Edgeworth, and Lady von Karma several times. So Payne? Pfft, you're a joke. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. This is gonna be so weird. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the stand. Having to cross-examine, like, Phoenix? Because I'm used to using Phoenix's voice for the cross-examination, but not in this way. Witness, please state your name and occupation! Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you were suspected of the death of your fellow student, Doug But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you! I'm telling you, it was... Would the defense please refrain from passing on its call to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I, witness testimony. It's so weird cross-examining Phoenix. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Never even talked to him, huh? I see, so you hardly knew the victim. Right! Like I said, I'm not a killer. It looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client! Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination if you please, Miss Faye. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Ah! Cross-examination! We're gonna save. First save of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they changed the save and suspend to blue text this time. Interesting. I don't know, just random fact. Save! Oh, it always does it the first time for some odd reason. I don't know why it does that. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it did that when I did Trials, when I did Justice for All for some reason, too. Alright, from save point. Okay, so this is the first case of the game, right? So I imagine... I mean, it might have been 2 weeks since I did the final recording session for Justice for All, but I think that I should still be in tough mode right now, so I should believe that I should plow through this. Maybe? I don't know. Let's go. Should we press this or should we do the awkward pause? Or let's just look at evidence first. Okay, so does autopsy report. Date and time of death: April 9th at 3:00 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. That's 15 o'clock for those of you, or 1500 for those of you who don't use the AM PM system. The crime took place behind an IVU building. Touch the check button for details. Although I assume that even if you don't use the AM PM system, you still will know what that is. Okay. Just behind the IVU, and other things as well. The music is different too. That's interesting. Alright, whatever. Anyway, awkward pause. See you guys in the next episode. First one of the series.